Nice.
Yeah.
Shiny.
I was actually quite surprised that the black actually was the top seller on Amazon.com.
Yeah.
I actually figured the blue would be the top seller.
Yeah.
I like the black personally.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you don't want something, flashy, then yeah, the black's fine. I just got my confirmation today for the shipping. I went ahead and got the gel case thing for it. I said, what the heck, I'll try it, and I can do maybe a little review on it, add into it and stuff. But let's go ahead and stoke this thing up. Of course, Greg's kind of already seen some of this, and whoops, let's get out of here. There we go. And you can kind of see I have our live tile set up here. I have a quick link live tile to the AT&T fan page. I love the quick tiles. Let's see here. Let's go back up here to the top.
So the big question is, and let me just jump to it now, is this phone enough to get you away from the iPhone permanently?
My cyan blue one will arrive on Friday, they say.
Huh.
I haven't got a tracking number, but that's what they're saying. So, and love the live tiles. You go down below here. Really interesting. Whoops. I read a review today that somebody didn't like the camera.
Reviews are lackluster on it.
Excuse me?
A lot of the reviewers are acting like it's lackluster.
Yeah, like the one guy said something about the camera. His pictures were washed out. I took pictures all weekend at San Antonio SeaWorld, and did not have any washed out pictures. It kind of looks like some of the lighting conditions that he was in. Sometimes any camera you get in, if you don't wash out, you can, get washed out pictures. I mean, I've got them on my iPhone even. So, I love. There you had I did it again. It's hard to do this, backwards.
Hey, can I give you guys a hint?
But
All cell phone camera phones are going to be washed out every now and then.
yeah, they are, right?
They're not professional cameras. They're phones.
Yeah, exactly. Thank Adam for clarifying.
Our phones are not meant to replace the cameras.
You can set your photos up in your photo. You can tag favorite ones, and then the live photo tile will flip through your favorite pictures. And those you can see right there. Those are some of the ones that I shot with this phone over the weekend. And that was you can see the sunset back behind through there. This is a San Antonio, the Riverwalk. And let's see here. But I really like the live tile part of it. So far, everything's been fast. Everything's, haven't had any problems as far as speed-wise, freezing up, nothing of that. People talk about, it doesn't have the biggest processor and things like that in it. And what did we see occur? What was it? 4 weeks ago, when we did the stream with the Galaxy Note, and how the 800 megahertz dual core on the iPhone 4S smoked the Galaxy 1.5 dual core gigahertz.
It's the way the software optimizes the.
Yeah.
It's the way the hardware interfaces with the software.
Exactly. So
as much as I don't want to give this one to Apple, when you write the software for your own hardware, it's gonna work better.
Yeah.
But when you're coming out with but you release phones with higher end specs, and it comes out to end up just the same as the 800 megahertz dual core because the software might not have been written down as well. It happens.
Yeah. So camera wise, I like their.
Hold on.
It does have a Foursquare app, but as you can see, I have what's called Fourth and Mare, and it actually works better than the Foursquare app. Even gives you live tile and point wise. Look at it'll flip up the points. I don't know, Bill. I'm not sure you might be flipping in there, man. Hold on, wait for it to live.
Sweet.
Over there.
I've read several places that it's better than the Foursquare app.
Yeah, it will give me like point wise.
Nice.
Where I am and stuff. As far as Foursquare and stuff. So that is awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see here. App wise, once again we have the Amazon Kindle, Amazon Mobile, AT&T Code Scanner, AT&T Navigator, and interesting. I don't know if you haven't seen the video yet. I think in the video I do highlight you can delete those AT&T apps out of there.
Cool.
You can uninstall them.
Yes, you can.
The big thing is they're not intrusive. They're not like other platforms. They're not like running all the time. Okay, I can actually shut them off. Let's see here.
But then again, you have to remember that isn't Android's fault. That's the way the apps were written. When those apps were in the way.
Oh, I'm not downing Android at all, but I'm just saying that's the way as far as the Windows platform. That's the way.
They got it. They handled it right on Windows.
Excuse me, just a second. Let me shut the door here.
Well, either way, I'm just saying. I decided I'll grab this. This right here is not supposed to compete with this. I just had to do that visual there. And this is only a 7.2 megapixel camera. It's about a 5-year-old camera. But guess what? It takes better pictures than my phone.
Somewhere along the line, we're getting an echo.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how that's occurring, but somewhere we're getting an echo.
Microphone on someone's computer is hot.
Yeah. All right. Okay. One of the things I did have, it doesn't have the Ookla speed test app. I was able to use what's called the bandwidth, and I got up to almost 19 megabytes down, 8 megabytes up. About, I think it was like 78 millisecond latency on it, and it was screaming. And that truthfully, that was midday. I was eating lunch at SeaWorld, and I was already done and waiting for the kids to get done, and took a screenshot of that. So.
I wonder if it matters what area that you're in, or is that just the theoretical max of the phone? What's that phone set up to do? Because when I had the Galaxy Note, I had gotten I think the highest I got was 36 down and 16 up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we'll see what that gets.
I'm not sure. My other question is this bandwidth app is it
accurate?
Compatible to even work with LTE?
I think the LTE radios are set for 75 megs. That's what I had heard anyway.
The information on Nokia's site for this, they had a top of 50 down.
Okay.
I was going to say that bandwidth app might not just be as good as the speed test app because their servers might not be as well.
Yeah.
It all depends on how many servers they have because the speedtest.net app that we use on Android or iOS, they are right there and they have so many servers all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
This app probably isn't using the same servers and not as good quality of servers.
Yeah. I was testing this out of a Dallas server. So going down through, I did use turn-by-turn navigation. Turn-by-turn navigation is awesome. I went into search, went to Bing, found the Alamo, and give me directions and gave me turn-by-turn directions down to the Alamo into parking and everything. So that works really well.
Did you remember it?
Huh?
That was a terrible joke.
Oh, did I remember it? Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
So,
That's the Nokia Drive, Andy, that you're talking about?
you know what? That is a good question. I don't think that was the Nokia Drive.
Oh, okay. That's what I was curious about. That sounds great.
Because I saw the interface to the Nokia Drive, and that looks a little different than what it was giving. So I'm wondering if it's just the built-in navigation that's already in the device itself. So no, to my knowledge of that was not the Nokia Drive. And I just got message, Nathan Wright's too busy, he will not be able to join us tonight. So, but other key apps, you know, we got eBay, ESPN, Evernote. Those are some, I don't know, those are big ones for me when I'm, you know, reviewing and keeping track of the page. Flickr, Flickster. I actually like this one called Get Gas Up Free. I hit that thing and it will give me the lowest gas price closest to me. So no, it's not what you thought there, Adam. I saw your expression there. So it does have Go Voice is your Google Voice app. It's rated 4 stars, 4.5 stars out of 5. So
it's not an official Google Voice app.
No, it's not an official, but it works. From all the reviews and stuff on it, works really well. So
you still can send text with it, and that's a big thing.
Send text, you get notifications through it.
Gotta love good old Google's how well Google has their apps opened up for people to write third-party apps for them.
Mm-hmm. I use for passwords and such. I use an app called Keeper. I did not use that on my iPhone actually till I figured out. Well, I'm going to go to Windows, and the password keeper that I had on my iPhone was not available for the Windows platform, and it doesn't look like it ever will be. The guy just strictly writes for iOS. So I went and looked through and found Keeper, and I think it's a keeper. So
nice pun.
Hilarious.
Hey, I got one.
Yeah, this guy right here. He's the comedian.
Hey,
Andy.
Yeah.
I got one that I've been meaning to. I need to write a review on it, but I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. But it's called KYMS. Have you heard of it?
KYMS.
Yeah. See, as you can see on the screen, it looks like a calculator. It's called Keep Your Media Safe, and it works just like a regular calculator. It works just like a regular calculator does on the iPhone. 2 + 2 is 4. You know, whatever numbers you punch in. But when you type in your 4-digit PIN, you hit equals, and it opens up your vault of all the pictures that you got hidden.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Android had a good one of that. Looked like an audio manager.
It's either 99 cents or $1.99. I don't remember what it is, but anyway, it actually allows you to move pictures back and forth between your camera roll. So with this, you can upload. So if you uploaded all your, if you reset your phone or whatever, and you wanted to if you moved all your pictures into this KYMS app, it'll let you push them right back up to the camera roll if you want to.
Oh, cool.
It puts pictures right back on the camera roll.
One thing to point out for the Keeper password app, there is a compatible desktop version, so that way you can sync back and forth. And as far as I understand it, the one on the desktop, you can even integrate it into your browsers, and it will bring up passwords and stuff for you. So, okay. So going into the marketplace, as far as apps go, I'm down to M here, so that's what brought that up. I had a report yesterday, as I'm finishing up the review, that the Microsoft Marketplace is up 80,000 apps, and that is fast because they were just at 70,000 not like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I think. They said they're adding about 350 new apps every day, so they're pumping them out. You also have Microsoft and Nokia. They are pumping some money towards some of these app developers. They are pushing some of the, you saw, did you guys see the one night they were saying, okay, there was not going to be Angry Bird Space, and then there was a big cry, okay? And by the next morning, the developers saying, Oh no, there's gonna be. I think that was the Windows Phone population crying out, and he could see that, and that changed their mind. So hopefully we'll be seeing that come, and that will kind of give other app developers to take heed and notice that the Windows Phone platform is
Exists.
expanding here. So another important one for people. You can see it right there. Is Netflix, and I put it on there. I truthfully, I hardly ever get time to watch Netflix movies on my phone or device. Who do we got coming here? Oh, we got Chris. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for joining us here. Kind of going through some of the applications on the Windows Phone here. Talking about Netflix and how I had it on my iPhone and I don't think I've ever used it. I just had it just in case, but many people do. Many people are streaming Netflix and sitting. Another one I kind of like that it does have is Pulse. And Pulse you can set up with all your media outlets, if you want to do tech ones, and it will keep. You can go through your media outlets really quick with that application. Kind of like Dropbox, Microsoft has what they call SkyDrive.
Right.
Okay, and I have that on here. As you can see right there below SkyDrive is Skype and a very popular app right now called Spotify.
Which you don't need Spotify on a Windows Phone because you have Zune. Because you have to pay for Spotify Premium to use it on your mobile, so...
Yeah. Well,
so you might as well pay for
Some
Zune.
people may see an advantage of having that on a phone, but I didn't use it on my iPhone either. So
I would use Zune over Spotify.
So
that's just me.
We have also, besides Skype, you have Tango video calls. Between the two, Skype and Tango, they were both good quality when I video conference with someone, a friend of mine. So, let's see here. We have the Weather Channel application. It has a live tile that gives you up-to-date temperature, and then it will flip through and give you actually a radar view on the live tile, which is kind of nice. I'm actually wanting to see that. We are supposed to get, I didn't know if we were actually going to be able to do this Google Hangout because all day they've had us under severe thunderstorm warnings, and thought maybe that it was going to get canceled. Okay, is that me on a commercial again or something here? Yep.
I believe so.
I'm sorry. I guess I can probably just, there we go. All right, sorry about that. The other important thing that most people wanted to know about, so nobody's asking any questions in chat that I can see. Is that correct, Matt?
Yeah, there's nobody in chat.
Okay. Well, there's 4 guests. I see 4 guests shows up in mine.
Yeah.
We're probably all watching it. We're probably all watching.
I think we are.
One of the things with the Nokia Lumia 900 is it is actually the first Windows phone with visual voicemail, and so that's I don't know, that I love visual voicemail. I hate having to hit the one button and call in and go through all that rigmarole. I want to see it right there, listen to it, be done with it. Chris, I see that look on Chris' face. Did you guys see that? Chris was like, you don't like visual voicemail, Chris?
I have visual voicemail. You're talking about Netflix. I have visual voicemail now on my the latest Google Voice update built right in.
You thought I was talking about Netflix? Are you okay, Chris?
Hey, you were for a second.
We were talking about Netflix like 10 minutes ago.
I know, it keeps
I like everybody that love Boston. Chris Chops, he's a fun dude. So
Yeah, I love Google Voice. I mean, I use it for my visual voicemail,
and let's see.
even on my
You
busted
do
old
have a
Android
unified-
2.3.
You do have a unified email inbox. You can set them up all separately, but they all be live tiles, and so you can unify them all into one inbox, which is kind of nice. Let me just take and I don't want everybody seeing.
So it does have a separate messenger app for Facebook messages, right?
Give me a second on that.
Okay.
That will go over right here real quick.
I think
here.
it comes in through Windows Live, don't it? Nobody uses Windows Live anymore.
This is how your mail's presented here. I think you can kind of see that.
Oh, hey, look, it's his credit card number.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going through to make sure there was nothing there. I can bring one up and with pictures, then you can kind of see how it brings it up. There's a YouTube video that I've been notified of anyways, and that's how it presents it there. I do like that I don't have to, I think that was a big thing with you, Greg, on the Galaxy Note. You had to go side to side to look at your email. It wouldn't present it in one big.
Yeah, I don't know how they do the email. I mean, needs a lot of work. There was 2 and 3 different programs trying to run email. You shut one off, and it never really shut off. It would shut off. I would get like 10 emails, 10, 15 emails, or an hour later, and I would get a message from the one that shut off, and I'm like, what the hell is this crap? It was all over the place. Samsung, Android, and AT&T were all trying to run the damn phone at the same time.
So let's go back to Matt's question about Facebook chat. I've been told actually that I should just take the Facebook application off because Facebook's already integrated into the platform. I am going to try that. I haven't yet to this point. I have actually pinned to start, and you go into the Facebook app, and it gives you an option to pin to start the messages tile. But what I just received from Nathan through Facebook chat is it will, at times, not all the time, it's kind of weird, at times throw the messages into the text messaging app. So that I can get, let me make sure nobody's number showing in there. And
I want to make sure nobody's naked.
yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
No, it's just see there. That's how I got Nathan's message that he wasn't going to be able to attend, and that's in the
Hopefully Nathan's not naked.
Application there. So
Cool.
at times that works really well. At other times I don't get it through there, so I'm not sure exactly. Last night I actually had Chris test this for me because I actually thought the ones I was getting through the text messaging app were people that were on their computers and chatting with me, and that, for whatever reason, constituted it going to the text chat app. But he chatted with me over his phone, and it came up too last night. So not exactly sure. But it does seem to, like the first week, none of it came to here. And in the last 3 or 4 days, more of them have been coming in here. So I think it may be some kind of integration as the phone continues to integrate. The other thing I did do last night that may have also helped it is I shut off my Messenger app and my Facebook app on my iPhone, just to make sure that everything, it wasn't confusing Facebook.
It was probably your iPhone's fault.
It could have been.
I blame
You'd
Apple.
like that, wouldn't you, Adam? So, chat at times from Facebook comes in late, like this afternoon. Matthew, you threw something up, laughing out loud, something or other, yada yada, in our Wolfpack chat, and I looked at it, and that was like 9 minutes ago. And I'm like, okay, you know, so that part of it, it wasn't very fast. But as I said, at times, it's just as fast as the computer. Because when Nathan's came in tonight, I saw it pop up on my screen up here too. So, you know, maybe Wi-Fi helps to push it a little bit better. But Wi-Fi pushes it to my text app. I mean, you know, I don't know if that's okay. Let's see here.
It already sounds like it doesn't work to me.
I was under the assumption that
Now I noticed when I had the focus gray, the same thing. And Nathan Wright, who's an iPhone or a Windows Phone user, he said it will slowly improve over time. And so, you know, I don't know if that's something to do with the APIs working better with Facebook and finally getting coordinated there or what. But yeah, I've had it shut off. I've been fine, you know. I'm working during the day anyway, so 9 minutes late on a chat is not any big deal here. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Here's our window or our weather channel there. You can see it. Whoops. There we go. And there's the radar right now. Nothing there. And then it flips around, and then we'll continue doing that. Over to the right, you saw my picture flip up. That is the Me tile, and that is you can set that up with almost all your social media networks, and we'll give you a quick synopsis of things that have been either replied to you or commented to you or posted to you, and that's kind of nice there. I'm being told that there's a better Twitter app. I'm going to try. Rowie is the app everybody's telling me to try for Twitter rather than Twitter app. The Twitter app does not have push notifications, or it hasn't pushed a notification to me yet. So I am going to try that Rowie app. And truthfully, you know, when I was using the iPhone, I used Fora for Twitter. So I didn't even use that Twitter app.
That was one of my problems with the Note. The standard Samsung TouchWiz or whatever the hell it was that was controlling the email, didn't have the option for push mail. I had 15, 30, an hour. I'm like, where's the push? You know, so I'd shut that off and just go with the straight Gmail. And then Gmail, it seemed like Gmail would come in like 9, 12, 14 minutes late, shut that off, turn the Exchange on, put the Gmail stuff in Exchange, and it still wasn't working right, you know. And then on top of using the battery every 4.5 hours, I went into that, killing my battery.
Anything to add to that, Chris, being the Android guy here?
I am totally zoned out. My tablet's messing up. What are we talking about?
Okay, right.
Galaxy Note.
Netflix.
Galaxy Note. God.
Yeah, we're still talking about Netflix here.
There's one called Droid Mail that I used. Droid Mail, and it had push email to it. When I had my Inspire for a month, and I used it, it was pretty good. It came in as quickly as push BlackBerry email did.
I've never had a problem with the stock HTC Mail app for the Inspire.
I just use Gmail, so.
Yeah, but I use a Gmail account anyway, so.
Yeah, I've got like too many email accounts.
Hey, Andy?
Yeah.
Have you tried the, I can't think what it's called, but it's the Pandora replacement app on your Lumia? Because I know there's not an official Pandora app, but there's supposed to be a really good third-party app for it.
Boy, yeah. You know, I know what you're. I have seen it. I do not have that on here. I don't think. I was looking because there was stuff that they threw in here that was free. Hey Greg, what was the name of that speed test thing that we did the other week?
Which one? Speedtest.net?
No, the one that we entered into the
rightware.browsermark.com.
right where.
RIGHTWARE.browsermark.com.
So one of the highlights for me, as far as for posting to our AT&T fan page, is the Internet Explorer. It is awesome. You can set it to desktop, and it will stay in desktop. That I do like. I hate it when some of these sites go into the mobile version, and you can't get a link, and you have to go to desktop version, and then sometimes it switch back, and that's not the case with the Internet Explorer app. That was www.rightware.
No, scratch that. It's browsermark.rightware.com. I had it backwards.
Browserware?
Browsermark.
Okay.
.rightware.com.
Alright. Let's get that. I got it right. No, I must have typed it wrong.
What was the specs on that thing, Andy?
We got it, you mean as far as processor and such?
Yeah, processor.
1.4 gigahertz Snapdragon processor.
Wasn't that thing a single core?
Single core processor, yes. Once again, I think before you got in here, we were talking about. Oh no, you were here when we were talking about the software being optimized. Hey, can you throw that link over to the site on the chat there, Greg, so I can get that wrote down right? Understand here, Gregory, that I was up to like 1:30 rendering video, and my mind's maybe not tracking here very well. So there we go. All right. Bear with me.
What I do remember is that that phone was probably the most popular phone we saw at CES.
Yeah, it certainly was. I don't have any doubts. I'm liking it so far. As I said, I've got mine on order. It should be here hopefully Friday.
What's the retail on that? $449, $499?
Yep, $449.
Here I go again, spend another $5 on a phone.
That's weird. Okay, that's good.
What about battery life? Compared to the iPhone, because that's what I'm using.
You know, on light moderate usage on 4G down here, I got 1 day and 4 hours on one battery. I was actually quite impressed with that amount of battery life.
How'd you do under LTE?
Well, is that why you were in San Antonio?
Huh?
Did you have your?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I had. So then last weekend here, I went up to San Antonio to test LTE, and
Still got a day?
I unplugged it at. I got up at like 6 in the morning, unplugged it in, surfing around a little bit, and then through the day we used it and took some pictures. In the video that you saw, you'll see in the review. And I didn't plug it in until we went to bed at 10 o'clock that night. It was down to like 5%.
That's cool.
So yeah, I was on LTE. That was running on all day. So, and that's browser Mark, right?
Right. For comparison, I went through 55% of my Galaxy Note battery sitting in a 2-hour class
Jeez.
on LTE.
Wow. Were you using it back then?
Yep, I used it. I was using it off and on. I was just getting text messages back and forth. So that was just texting. Yeah, I bought the backup battery for it, and by 8 o'clock at night, both batteries were dead.
I don't know, for what reason that comes up, takes me to the DNS search thing.
If you'll go to Google and type it, that's how I got to it.
Yeah, I'm on a Windows phone there.
Oh, if you go to Bing, who uses Bing?
Okay, Bing browser mark then.
Yeah.
Even Apple lets you choose Google as a default.
Yeah, they paid a lot for that too.
There we go. There we go. There we found it. And
89,305 iPhone 4S.
is that what you're getting? Okay.
Let's see what I did.
What are you rocking now, Chris?
I'm on the Galaxy Nexus.
Oh, you're on the Galaxy Nexus. Okay. Because I thought at one time you had bought an iPhone or something like that.
I was a very, very short amount of time.
So we're running a little test here on the Galaxy, or on the Nokia Lumia here, and we did this with the Galaxy Note a few weeks ago. And what was it coming up with, like 69,000?
It was extremely sad for dual core 1.5 gigahertz dual core.
So,
But you know, for comparison, I saw the Cyanogen Galaxy Nexus do like a 109 or something like that. So it has the capability. It's just the way that, like Adam was talking about, just the way the software talks to the operating system, or the software talks to the phone.
See what I did here.
are you running a rooted version there, Chris?
Oh yeah, I'm rooted, custom ROM, whatever.
Yeah.
I bet you I can get something insane on this tablet though. That Transformer Prime.
And for comparison, my iPhone's got 13 apps open.
Open.
Not really open, like running in the background, not open.
I've got like 25 apps open. My score was 84,000.
Don't throw your motherboard, Chris.
Well, at least in that test, you didn't score that well. We got a 32,000 hit.
Uh-oh.
Huh.
Let me do one thing though.
That's only half as fast as the Nexus. I want to see what the new iPad does. That's got a quad core freaking processor, or quad core graphics processor.
Damn, this thing's like turned off. This is not gonna be. It's not gonna be pretty.
So it made your phone turn off there, Chris?
Yeah, I can get some pretty high numbers on here.
If it doesn't turn
Well,
off.
at least mine completed the test. Chris is turned off, man.
Yeah, I turned off. I still got 100. 100, 229.
So that being said, once again, loads up all my web pages quickly. I'm able to zoom between pages. You can set up multiple panes. Didn't quite show you that. I'll kind of go through that a little bit, and that's kind of nice. You're able to you actually what they call their multitasking panes, and that's kind of nice. But as I said, you know, looking at the iPhone, and, you know, we got an 800 megahertz processor, dual core processor, and software's got to be optimized for the device. So let's see here. There you go. All right. So, any other questions, Bill? I know you.
I'm interested in it. I am.
I'm not.
Well,
You're holding out for an iPhone.
for anyone that knows, Chris is from the Android task force, so it's very doubtful that Chris is going to get one.
I mean, if you send me one, I'll take it. I may not use it, but probably throw it on eBay. But whatever.
Always need a doorstop.
Exactly.
All right. Once again, going back to solid feeling, man, this is probably the most solid phone that I've handled since the iPhone. Now, the difference being is that I could probably throw this up on my counter and not have to worry about it. Where the iPhone, if I didn't have a case on it, it'd probably crack the back screen, you know. And that's the difference here. So very solid polycarbonate case. Also, it's mold injected with color, so no matter how deep you scratch the back of it, it will continue to show color. One thing people will need to know is the Carl Zeiss. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see the Carl Zeiss, but can you see the metal?
Mm-hmm.
You notice anything there?
Scratching,
Yeah.
like the back of an iPod
Yeah.
Touch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly just like the back of an iPod Touch. So
You
So,
can't
yeah,
even breathe on it without it scratching.
your browser mark test there, I cleared everything out, shut it off, turn it back on, and still getting that 32,700
Wow.
tests on that. So as comparison to some of the dual core phones that we were testing, yeah, it falls quite short. So. All right.
It's a removable storage.
No, there's no removable storage in this. 16 gigabytes is the only size you can get.
Currently, Windows Phone doesn't support removable storage.
Excuse me, that again?
Said currently, Windows Phone does not support removable storage.
Yeah. Is it true that I'm hearing that your HTC One is also not going to have removable storage?
No, it's not. It does not have removable storage.
And it's also going to have a polycarbonate back, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
And just so you know, I'm scratching the back of my Inspire with the knife, and it's not scratching anything off.
All right.
Just in case you get shot at with the
Yeah.
polycarbonate.
So yeah, we don't suggest people scratch the back of their phones with a knife just to test that out for us. It's not
My phone's already broken, so I have to replace it. So
How's the text messaging? Is it threaded text messaging and all that?
Yeah, I mean, let's see.
And how's the keyboard feel to you?
You know what? I'm way more satisfied with the keyboard on this than I ever was with any of the keyboards I found on Android. So
Yeah,
that was a big problem. I'm not gonna beat around the bush with that, Chris. It took me a while. It finally was like I came down to what the gingerbread keyboard is where I came down to finally use. Otherwise,
It was pretty nice.
I downloaded the ice cream sandwich one on the Note, and it still is just,
The note is just a fat note. I think it's massive.
yeah. Well, I downloaded the ice cream sandwich keyboard, and the freaking keys on it. The keys on it are like this big, and I still couldn't get shit of it. It still was putting complete sentences together that were in a different freaking language.
Okay.
I was like, what the hell is this?
and you know, really, quite frankly, even like here, Chris, I'm going to show yours. Here's Chris and I last night. So very similar, really to everybody's the iPhone, Android, and such.
Yeah. Looks like the Galaxy S2 text messaging app.
Also,
I'll
now,
open up
I have a
Gmail,
black
expose the message.
background.
I'll show you what my favorite
and
keyboard is.
you can have a white background to this as well. You can see behind the tiles it's black. You can have a white background. The only thing with that is it will use more battery life.
There you go. That's the best keyboard ever.
Okay, I can't even see any keyboards there. That looks like two buttons.
That's because there's no damn keys, Andy.
Okay.
I'm still figuring out how to use it, but
One nice option.
It's Morse code.
One nice option I liked on the Nokia Lumia 900, or driving down the road, I got a text over my Bluetooth speakerphone. It read the text to me and gave me an option. 108,000. Wow, yeah, that's crazy. Gave me an option then to reply. I could verbally reply, and then it would ask me if I wanted to send that, and I would say send, and without touching anything. So I do like that.
That's cool.
Especially with all the hands-free stuff that's going on, and tickets for using your phone and such. When you're texting like that, I don't consider that anything different than I was talking to someone in the seat beside me. So, all right.
Cool.
Let's see here.
Walk me through, how does Zune work? Do you have to use Zune like iTunes to like get your music on the device and all that?
Yeah, if you have a PC, you're gonna have to use Zoom. Okay, if you have a Mac, you're gonna have to use Windows Phone connector for Mac, and that's what I use. You can connect your phone to that. It will take your music from iTunes, your photos from iPhoto. You can select which albums and which music lists you want. And
For those silly Mac users.
Excuse me.
For those silly Mac users.
Yes, for the silly Mac users like myself.
And
We
me.
did not buy the iPad 2 and is waiting for Windows 8 tablet later this year. So
Yeah, that looks nice.
what'd you say there, Chris?
An iPad 2.
Huh?
I think you said iPad 2.
Oh, yeah, I did not buy. Well, I did not buy it too. Okay, yeah, all right, I got it. Yeah, I didn't buy the new iPad.
You didn't buy it also.
Yeah, I was giving you the benefit of the doubt on that.
So
Matt
Hey, guys.
did, though.
just so you know, I didn't buy an iPad.
yeah.
Shocker.
So does anybody check? Let me go back to our fan page.
We need Hangouts on there.
Camera button on it, or do you have to do on screen?
Hold on here a second. What were you asking?
Is there a dedicated camera button on it,
Yes.
or do you have to go on screen?
Nope. You can do on screen or whatever. You can take and hold on here. Push that button on
Okay.
top there, left, right there, and there. Oh. Okay. And so that even from your lock screen, you can take a picture, and boom, there it goes. And then you can also press. There it goes, and either or, okay. And then you can go down and switch to video, and then you can lock the phone and done. So that was quick. You have to take a lot of pictures of the family, and so you never know when my daughter's going to be doing something just hilarious, and need a video or picture of that real quick, and that works really awesome. So yeah, that's a good question there, Bill. And then from within that, you can actually flip it around. Let's see here. And do the front-facing camera. Let's see here. There's everybody. Where's everybody at there? Hard to do this. But anyways, you got your front-facing camera there. That is only a 1 megapixel. I did see, some reports said it was 1.3. Some said it was 1 megapixel. I saw a review today. It was 0.9 something. I don't know that they were saying it was. But once again, it's just for video conferencing. It's not like you're taking massive amounts of pictures with this thing. So, but
Depends on what you video conference with.
yeah. So, let's see. Local Scout. I think I don't know if anybody's watched some of the smoked by a Windows Phone competition videos. And Chris, you have not watched those. You need to watch those. Ben, the PC
He
guy.
he watched the guy smoke a Windows Phone with his Galaxy Nexus.
I did.
You know, and that guy was all set up to do it, though. You know, and they
Well, he disabled the lock screen.
Yeah. You know, but he won fair and square. You know, I would not discount that at all.
wait.
App called
You'll
Local
need to-
Scout. It will go and grab your local restaurants, and that's how he was quickly getting 4-star and such restaurants real quickly, just by hitting that application. You know.
And he had that application set up right on the home screen so he could get right to it too. So
Oh, I totally agree with you, Adam. You know, if you watch, many of the questions and stuff are set up to the Windows Phone Advantage, you know, except that person should have known, Chris, when that person came up with the Galaxy Nexus, that was not the test to use on the Galaxy Nexus.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
kind of defeating the point that you have to have a certain test to beat the device. That you shouldn't test a certain device because it may be better than it.
Well, no, that it may be able to be set up to be better than it, yes. But
but then again, you're saying the same thing that the Windows Phone's set up to be better than that test.
oh no,
So-
but I'm saying those people need to know that firsthand. They need to know the other devices that they're competing against if they really want to show that this wins. And so, thus, knowing the Galaxy Nexus that you can set up on your lock screen, right? You set up right on your lock screen. No lock screen, right?
Right.
Power button, and it instantly gave him his home screen, right? And he had two weather widgets set up there to it was up there in 2 different locations, right?
Yeah.
So,
I
you know,
disable the lock screen and put 2 widgets on there and you're done.
so you know that phone. I might have said, take a picture, put it up to Facebook. Did that take you a little bit of time there, Chris?
No.
No, because I just gotta take a picture and hit the share on Facebook button. You know.
You got a quick dedicated camera button there?
What'd you say?
You got a dedicated camera button?
No, but if I hit the lock button, I can just slide it, and then either way, lock, unlock, or camera. So I just hit that and then go straight to the camera.
You know, that looks very much like the iPhone unlock screen. They need to try to sue them, right?
It looks
Yeah.
so much like it.
You take the picture.
Hey
Tap
guys,
right
you know
there.
what? Any other questions there, Bill?
How's the Facebook integration? I read something, I don't know if it's on all the phones, that you can go in and post to Facebook straight from your messaging app or something like that.
That's we were talking about that before. That note I got from Nathan Wright wasn't through a text. That was through the text messaging. It came
Oh,
in
okay.
there. And that's what I was referring to. That not all of them come through there, and I'm not sure what constitutes that to always work that way.
That's what you meant. Okay, I thought you meant Messenger was that. Okay.
No, this is my Facebook messaging and my text are all in these threads here.
Nice.
So, but like I said, I'm not sure exactly. And then the messages will also come up from the Facebook app as well. You'll see them post up at the top, and that's what I was referring to. That you need to go watch the video. Hey, we got Chris Schaefer over here with his Galaxy Note. He's still Galaxy Noting it. I think he's liking it pretty well. I hear he spent a lot of time over on XDA. Is that true, Chris? Come on, Chris, don't be shy. Type something. So, let's. You want to look at that? We can kind of go into it. Go into the Facebook app. There it is.
When they figure out a way to double the battery life on the Galaxy Note, then maybe I'll go back to it.
You know, I'm wondering how ice cream sandwich will work with that.
I don't know.
There we go. And then when you go to your different areas, you swipe across like that. And then like there is that's where your messaging and such and pages are. Yep. Okay. It's hard to see this from the back there. Then you can go down below. You can select your different pages and such. And let's go over to the AT&T fan page. Now, understand this application is made by Microsoft. It's not made by Facebook like the other apps are. The Android app is made by Facebook, and iOS is made by Facebook. Is BlackBerry now made by Facebook?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
The Facebook app
On BlackBerry?
on BlackBerry, is it made by BlackBerry as well?
I think they like both do it, but I think BlackBerry's taken off over a lot of it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought their app now looked like just like iOS and Android.
It doesn't look exactly the same. It looks similar though.
It does look similar. Okay. I haven't seen the new one. So, so there we are. We had Zero and Alexander Carr asking if we're still doing the Ustream. You know, I guess all you'd have to do is click on the link. Maybe it's on his phone or whatever. But Arthur posted something here. Oh man, that might be. So it's like he's at the hospital again with his daughter. So put out some prayers for Arthur Bankhead's daughter who's in the hospital again. And so the one thing, Bill, the application is very similar to the BlackBerry one that way it used to be.
Wow.
Was I can make
Sure is.
comments as the page, but I cannot post as the page.
Did you guys see that Facebook for Android finally says via Facebook for Android on Facebook now? Instead of mobile?
Oh, really?
I was kind of excited to see that.
Oh, cool. Cool. So, that being said, 99% of my posts, when I was on my iPhone, I was already doing it. I was doing all of them through this Safari browser anyway, using the desktop version. So that's what I've been doing here is posting using the Internet Explorer. Let me go into that a little bit. Go into the settings here. Let's go to favorites. Bringing up the page here. It's got Engadget. And there it's done. So, hit the zoom. Works good, no problems there. One of the nice things is you can take and go into settings, and there you have, read that, it says desktop version. You can also set it to mobile version, but I have mine set to desktop version, so no matter what page I go to, it goes to desktop version. So, which once again is a huge pet peeve of mine, is when some of these sites, like, what was it, Gizmodo, right? It still goes to mobile version, doesn't it? And CNET now still goes to mobile version, I think. And
I don't know. I can't go to Engadget because they have me. They still have me banned. I'm a fucking rebel.
I don't understand what they have you banned. How can they have you? Like you can't comment.
I don't know.
Go to the
I can't comment. Sometimes when I go to their site, I get a little pop up that says you've been voided. Your account has been disabled or something. Like, I don't even have a freaking account. What the hell? Dumbasses. I go from my phone. I go on my computer.
Hey, you took that guy's number, didn't you? Was he supposed to look into that for you?
Yeah, well, he told me to shoot him an email, and I was like, you know, I don't even care enough.
But
It's probably the AOL side, anyways.
hey, you go into favorites here, your favorites, you know, have them here. I do kind of miss iPhone's folders where you can class them in. And the way I've gotten around that is my tech sites I named with a specific letter to begin with, like an A. So they were the first ones that I would see. And then if I classed them something different, I put B in front of it and such. But no folders here within the Internet Explorer for your applications that I've been able to figure out anyway. So, all right. Any questions? Oh, as far as you can move these tiles around, take and press and hold down on one of them, and they'll come up, and you can see it's kind of come up with a little pin, and you can move it up and down whichever way you want to, or you can just hit, and it will go back to where it was up there. So, and so you can organize them in any order that you want for your home screen there. And I've seen some people that have rooted these and changed the looks of the tiles. I've even seen where the tiles themselves you could have it form a picture and stuff. And then it still would kind of, through kind of black and white, flip through some live tile stuff as well. But I haven't got into that. All right. Hey, I'm tired. I'm going to call this a night. They still want me to go in and rearrange that whole review. So I got to go work on that review a little bit. So, want to thank everyone for showing up. And I think, Chris, you and I talked about Friday. Oh, you're leaving town, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going to Denver tomorrow.
Denver tomorrow, that's right. Okay. Yeah, some of us might get together Friday night and do a Google Hangout here or something. But or we might take it easy. More than likely, if I get my cyan blue Nokia Lumia, I'll be setting that baby up. Right now, this is on AT&T's phone number, so I never did sync it with my Mac connector for because I didn't want it to get confused as far as number wise if it synced the number corresponding to the phone, and so I didn't back up what I had used for my Samsung Focus. So I had that all set up the way I wanted it, and so when I get my own Nokia Lumia, then I'll sync it and it'll be all set up for me. So, all right, people. Wait. Oh, Chris did finally say something. Hello, Pat. Just listening in. Note rocks, but you already know. Yeah, looks like.
It doesn't rock when you pay $700 for it.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
So I have to take it back.
Chris came in with the
I bought both batteries.
So I think he's really trying to stick with it, and I think he's patiently waiting around for ice cream sandwich to come. So.
Well, I spent like $900 on that phone in a week, so I bought the extra battery and the dock and all that other it was just blowing through batteries.
All right. Hey, I'm gonna call it a night. Thanks for coming up. And looks like we had 4 guests. I don't know how many viewers we had, but if